Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me get my microphone. I'm tripping on it. There we go. Sounding good in this joint, man. Anyway, it's Monday night. Y'all know what it is, man. Sports Takes Daily. Powered by the good folks at Sibling Rivalry Sports. I guess powered by us because we own that shit. The owners, baby. You know how we coming. Brought to you also by the good folks. And I got product. See, I got product this time, y'all. Look. Atom Hydration. Y'all better get into them, man. Atom Hydration. Google it. Get you a case. Best alkaline water, period. Shout out to the good people at Atom Hydration, our show sponsor. It's a glorious Monday night. And I got my young bull with me, man. Gavin Cozart.
What up? What up?
Skull Ducks, all of that.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Oh, come on, man. So, yeah, man, y'all get used to us sparring every Monday, man. Especially doing these NFL recaps. Playoffs are in full swing. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it, man, a round of applause. No, not that one. This one. Give it up for my co-host, man. And you know what I'm saying? Before we get into the full analysis, I definitely got a sound effect for the Cowboys. Sorry, Cowboys Nation.
I love it. I love it.
Avid 49ers fan, man. So I know you love that.
Hardcore, bleed gold. Love to see the Cowboys take a L, especially to our hands. Renewed rivalry. Love to see how that went down, especially that last play. Hopefully that was Zeke's last play as a Cowboy, and getting to see him truck.
So washed. And, you know, shout out to all y'all think that I look like dude. He looked like me. But, man, is he washed. Good grief. They was missing Tony Pollard real bad, man.
Yeah, that was rough. Zeke ended up with, I think it was 10 carries for like 26 yards. He couldn't do anything on the ground. He was useless.
I mean, the 49ers defense had a lot to do with that.
Oh, absolutely. Fred Warner up the middle, he was flying everywhere, sideline to sideline. Nothing you could do.
You know, we need to say that for the actual analysis, but, man, there was a play.
You're right.
There was a play, man, where he flipped his hips and he ran down CD Lamb in the slot. There's only two middle linebackers I've ever seen able to do that, and they both wear 54. Fred Warner and Brian Urlacher. Those are the only two guys I've ever seen able to flip their hips like a defensive back and track down someone in the slot as shifty as CD Lamb.
Yeah, especially because he can line up anywhere. So he normally could be a deep ball threat.
That boy is something serious, man. Shout out to everybody watching today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. We appreciate all the new subscribers. Just hit 200 on YouTube. 200 on YouTube. And 2,500 on Facebook. Thank y'all kindly. And of course, like I always say, if you're feeling gracious enough to donate to the channel, it's always Cash App, Major Bison Brown. Yes, Major Bison likes Street Fighter. Yes, I love Street Fighter. So what? That's what it is. Major Bison Brown on the Cash App. If you want to donate to the channel, so we can keep everything looking sparkling like how it looks, man. But Gavin came prepared, got his notes and everything, man. So the youngin is ready. He's ready tonight.
Sir.
So we gonna kick it off, man, with the Jaguars. The Trevor Lawrence show came to the end. Jaguars, Chiefs.
He's no longer undefeated on Saturday.
He was solid on Saturday. He was solid on Saturday until he ran into the Travis Kelce train, man.
I mean, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did what he was going to do. Like, that's just Travis Kelce. He's going to go off, especially in big games where they need him. Looking at Mahomes going down, that's big. Henne comes through with a huge 98-yard drive and really kept him alive because it was a way closer game than it ever should have been. I mean, 7 points that covered the spread by 1.5 points. So,
yeah, man. If it wasn't for a couple of instances where, you know, they had key turnovers where
Mm-hmm.
Man, they were right there. They were right there,
And
man.
that's what it was. It was 2-0 on the turnover comparison. So a fumble and an interception really cost Trevor Lawrence and Jags that game.
Yeah, but them boys are gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be there. They built that team the right way. You
Oh,
know what I
absolutely.
mean?
They're all young. Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, young receivers. They'll be nice.
If you're a veteran wide receiver, you know, of the ilk of DeAndre Hopkins or you know what I mean, Devontae Adams, I'm looking at Jacksonville like that division sucks ass. They got a young stud quarterback. They got a
Good
nice
running
young
game.
defense, good running back, well
Ran
coached.
for ran for 140 against the Chiefs yesterday. Saturday.
If I'm Devontae Adams or DeAndre Hopkins, I'm like, there's no state tax. There's no
Su- Super Super Bowl winning coach.
I'm interested if I'm one of those guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
That would turn their offense all the way up. All the way up, man.
1,000%.
So
Let's talk about the Chiefs defense a little bit. Giving up 140. It's a little suspect,
it's a little
especially
scary.
coming up against Cincinnati. Um, Mixon and Pirine can straight up run it between the tackles all day long at 6 yards a pop.
Yeah, those guys look good out there too, man. And the Bengals look like a team that's on a mission. So to see the Chiefs defense, struggle against the run, that's a recipe for disaster against a team like the Bengals who thrive off play action.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Burrow is locked in. So yeah, the Chiefs better beware, man. Like they better get that cleaned up. Man, let's stay there for a second. Jaguars, Chiefs. The Mahomes injury.
Mm.
So they're not saying it's a knee, it's an ankle. I thought it was an MCL. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the way he got rolled up and the way his weight shifted, I was
Well,
like, ooh,
we were watching the game same time. We were talking about it like, oh, that he ended up coming back though, ankle. Um, you can play on an ankle day of. It's really tough the next day or two or week after.
yeah.
Anyone that's had an ankle injury knows you're good that night. You can keep
The once
going.
the adrenaline wears off, bro, it's
Swelling
tough
comes up.
sledding. But
Mm-mm.
it's just Patrick Mahomes. They're going to give him the best treatment money can buy. He'll get acupuncture. He'll have masseuses. He'll
Cortisone and all types of shots. Like they're gonna. He's not even gonna feel his ankle on Sunday or Saturday or
he'll
whenever
be
they're playing
he'll
the
be
game.
ready to roll. He'll be ready to roll.
Yeah.
It's something where by the time they dope him up and brace him up and all that good stuff, he'll be out there ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
But could have been a game changer. I hate to see people's season get completely altered on the back of an injury like that. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that the Chiefs were still able to pull it out because I hate that excuse. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we would have had it if Mahomes didn't get hurt. You know what I mean? No, I want to see everybody at full strength competing. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, you know what I mean? Then let the best team win. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Especially the key
absolutely.
players. Especially the key
Oh,
players.
yeah. Not just key players, but we're talking about who's the guy who's probably going to win MVP this year in Patrick Mahomes.
I think he's a
Like,
lot. I think he's a
it
lot,
just,
man.
unless, I mean, unless the Eagles end up winning championship on Jalen Hurts' back, it's probably going to be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, man. Like it'll take it'll take a Super Bowl run from Jalen Hurts to overtake Mahomes as the MVP favorite. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's where we at for it, man. But if you're anybody like if you're someone like me out there and your team is at home, this is what you gotta look forward to. That's where I'm at. As a Bears fan, it's a lot of that and a lot of this.
Mm.
We ain't seen no pod to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So I
Soon.
am, but we'll be back. I think we'll be back
Soon.
within the next year or two. We'll be back. I like where we headed, but
Boy, Justin Fields is.
that boy's electric. I love to see him in the 49ers uniform, man.
Mm-hmm.
To see what Kyle Shanahan would
Shanahan could do
can you
with
imagine
him.
what he could do with Justin Fields, man?
Especially with the line that they have now. Like, imagine if they would have had that line in Washington with RG3 when Kyle and Mike were coaching.
And prime example of when you hurt, don't ruin your career trying to gut one out for the team, man. RG3 ruined his career doing that shit. So glad Lamar Jackson decided not to.
I'm pretty sure he had a couple conversations with RG3. I know that they are close.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, RG3 was like, dude, don't you play on that knee, bro.
don't do it.
You're gonna be out here like me. Don't you do it. So yeah, man. But good game. You know what I'm saying? I would pull a box score up, but really wasn't nothing to write home about, man. I mean, Travis Kelce dominated the end.
2 touchdowns by him, and that was really it in a 20-13 game.
Yeah, man. That was pretty much it.
27-20 game.
Yeah, 27-20, right? That was the final. So
yeah, 27-20.
All right, man. So we got the Chiefs doing what they were supposed to do. You know, they were the favorite to move to advance. Let's move on to this next game, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to the viewers. I fell asleep on this game.
I did.
I fell asleep on this game, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I had to go and rewatch it so I could know what the hell I was talking about tonight. I fell asleep on it, man. After the first half, it was 28-0. No, 28-7 after the first half, right?
Something like that.
It was something crazy.
Something dumb.
Next thing you knew, I woke up.
Giant
and
special.
It was 2 minutes left in the fourth. It was 38-7. I'll say, you know what? The fans deserve better than that. But the playoffs are going to expose you. You know what I'm saying? I said that stuff that's going on with Danny Dimes is not going to fly in the playoffs, man.
Vanilla Vic. Call outs. I'm like...
Vanilla Vic. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I've heard that on so many shows, dog. Like, yeah, I've heard that on so many people. I'm like, Vanilla, really? That's what we're calling him? Like, he's not. He's getting it because everyone's like, fine, run 12 yards. Go for it.
Hey, man, it's a whole different animal when the focus is on you and only you and it's do or die. They were like, we'll let him run around a little bit. We're going to shut everything else down. He looked terrible out there. He looked so terrible that Brian Daboll wouldn't even commit to him being the quarterback going forward. He was just like, we're going to wait and see what happens.
We're talking about a 53.8 passer rating that game. Whew. 135 yards. 24 yards on the ground for Vanilla Vic. 0-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah.
For a total of 15 for 27 throwing. Just barely over 50%.
It's going to expose you, man. It's going to see. He's not
exactly what it did.
He's not explosive enough to see that very same defense Justin Fields was running rampant on. But he's so much more dynamic of an athlete than Danny Jones is. Danny Jones gets rushing yards because people are like, I dare you to run. Real mobile quarterbacks. Right. You know, real mobile quarterbacks, they're like, if this dude gets to run, we're in trouble. So they're like, we'll let him run. But we're going to make him
take 8 yards.
Yeah. And then his arm strength got exposed. Weapons got exposed.
None. They traded their only one they had. That Kadarius Toney trade still makes no sense to me. Is
it really paying dividends for the Chiefs though?
It's just another weapon they can toss in whenever. It adds to Andy Reid's bag of tricks.
I swear, you're right. You're right. And the
It's
rich got richer. And
that's what I'm saying. They
he's a
got
dynamic athlete too, man. He's super
dude. He
explosive.
is fast. He's strong for his size. He's
Yeah. He definitely, when he learns that offense and really, that's going to be scary, bro, because that's like giving them like a great value version of Tyreek Hill. It ain't 100%. It ain't
no, it ain't
100%.
100% him, but it adds a little something when you line them up with 2 possession receivers, well, 3 possession receivers in Kelsey, Juju, and MVS.
Oh,
It adds
100%.
it adds that over the top ability.
Yeah, man. He takes top off of defense, man.
Stretches it out a little bit.
100%, 100%, man. So, yeah, man. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts. He looked good.
Didn't look so hurt.
Oh no, I could tell that going towards the end of the season, he was kind of getting his groove back, and then having a bye week, he came out, was razor sharp, was running, was throwing, was having fun. They're going to be a tough out. They are going to be a tough out. They got a ton of weapons, and watch out, man. They got momentum on their side.
Their number one wasn't even the one that went off. It was Slim Reaper over there. It was
Slim Reaper. Devontae Smith is a dog, bro. I love his game.
I have since he was in college, dog.
I think Jordan Addison is going to be a very similar type of player when he gets to the league. But yeah, Devontae Smith 1000%. Is a dog, man. Heisman Trophy winner. Went off against the G-men. The G stands for garbage. You know what I'm saying? Cheesy laugh sound effect. G-man stands for hot garbage.
New York sports is in a tailspin right now.
You gotta be going through it right now. If you're a New York sports fan, like
Yankees can't beat the Astros.
They can't.
Knicks haven't been good in 20 years.
Good Lord. And they still didn't win it all when they were good.
When they were good, no. Patrick Ewing, no. The Nets are just a soap opera. Like
hey, Ben Simmons is hot trash, bro. Hot, steamy.
I don't know what
happened. Baby shit trash, bro.
I don't know what happened in his mind.
The Kardashians happen, bro, like they happen to everybody, bro. It's the Kardashians happen, man. Straight up, bro. The Kardashians happen, man. That's for all the dudes out there with a Kardashian. That shit gonna ruin your life.
It ruins all of them, man. Look at God.
It's unfortunate.
Chris Humphries was always a no one, but
it's unfortunate, man. But
going back to football.
Yeah, we going. Let's get back on topic, man. Eagles was dominant. No need to go over the box score, man. It was a snooze fest. Literally, I fell asleep on the game. That's how bad they were beating the Giants.
And they just ran all over them.
All over them.
Jalen Hurts wasn't anything spectacular. 16 for 24, 154, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the game was just over, man. So let me pull up the chat and let's see what's cracking in the chat, man. All right. Oh. Got Noah in the building. He called the Giants the Gatriots.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. You lucky we don't care about all that PC shit on the show.
Thank God.
We let the people in the chat get loose. We don't care about none of that. Let's get it.
Crucified GG was asking us about the Patriots. Y'all need coaches that aren't D coordinators. Yes, specifically.
D Rod, you know what I'm saying? One of the founders of the show here. One of my co-hosts. That's my blood brother say the Jaguars are building momentum. Yes, sir, they are. And T Spence, man, always tuning in. Shout out to my bro T Spence, man. Say the price is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, so Yeah, man. So that's the Saturday slate, man. The Sunday slate was a lot more entertaining in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's start with the early game, man. I'll let you lead off with the early game, man. So who we have for the early game?
We got Bengals Bills,
Yes,
and
sir. That was the game, supposed game of the weekend.
wow.
Supposed game of the weekend.
I don't think that went how anyone expected, unless your name is Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow
Um,
is different, man.
Joe Burrow is that guy. Joe Burrow, the confidence he walks with is something that just astounds me for a third-year player.
Hey, man.
I've never seen anything like it.
If you're a
And not
Cincinnati
only is he
Bengals
that
fan,
good, he backs it up.
backs it up, bro. 100%. So you're talking about a cat in his third year. He's already had a Super Bowl berth. And don't be surprised if they get back again this year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Real quick, for the
We,
chat. If y'all think the Bengals got a chance to make the Super Bowl, let me get a yes or a no in the chat. If you got the Bengals to come out of the AFC.
there was a
Let us
money
know.
line shift today on that. Bengals took the favorite now.
Really?
In the Chiefs home game, Bengals took an overnight favorite by 1.5 points.
Vegas likes the Bengals.
Vegas likes Joe Cool.
Joe Cool. The new Joe
He is
Cool, man.
new Joe Cool.
The new Joe Cool, man. So man, let's talk about how the defense looked though. The defense surprisingly was the reason
They
for the
stomped
win.
them. I mean, they just didn't let Josh Allen do anything.
They had them
Couldn't
bottled
get
up, man.
anything going.
They had them bottled up.
That front three or four, depending on what defensive set they're in, of DJ Reader, Trey Hendrickson, and Sam Hubbard, is right up there in the top 1, 2, 3 of defensive lines in the league, and they showed
Hey,
it
I
yesterday.
agree with you there, bro. Because man, they put the hammer down on the Bills offense, man. And
Ooh,
I got a hot take for you guys, man. And I've been saying this, but these young quarterbacks, you know, they kind of getting the short end of the stick with the climate of the current NFL. Like a coach has a really hot season, or he helps develop a young quarterback and he's good before he's supposed to be good, or he takes a big leap, and now that coordinator is a head coach somewhere, but
and not developing
the
that talent.
quarterback suffers. The quarterback suffers, and the reason why Josh Allen is starting to look more Brett Favre-ish than ever before is because he's just slinging it, man. Like Brian Daboll had him playing a much more controlled game and a
Mm-hmm.
much more efficient game. Now he's out there just chunking it deep and
Winging it,
taking
just
off and
winging it.
throwing across his body. And for two things, he's going to eventually break down physically, and he's putting out bad film and bad tendencies, and there's nobody there to reel him in.
Exactly. No, and think about the shots that he's taking and absorbing on these QB runs. Even just when he takes off and goes for it. Like, he's trying to truck people, and I get it. You're 6'5", 220, 230, but
So was
like,
Cam Newton, and it
exactly.
looked good until it didn't.
Exactly. It looked
It,
good until he blow out in the Super Bowl.
it looked good
And
until it didn't, and he has never been the same.
no, Belichick couldn't even use him. So, I don't.
Absolutely, man. So yeah,
I agree with you on that. I'm with you on that. We need to stop trying to separate these coordinators, and because that's what worked in the past. There's a reason teams went on dynasties is because they kept stuff together. They didn't blow it all up. Like,
see,
you look at that
and
old Niners squad or anything like that, they're
and
all
I'm
there.
I'm thinking that's the reason too for why like the offensive gurus who are in the head coach seat
Mm-hmm.
are having so much success in the league because they ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So a guy like Andy Reid can have anybody come in and be his understudy because, hey, I'm running the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Kyle Shanahan's running the show.
Exactly.
But if you're a coordinator that's like completely like the Bears situation, right? I'm glad they lost a lot because had they made the playoffs like the Giants did, you hear about Luke Getsy getting a head coaching job before he's ready. And then Justin Fields has to learn under a whole new coordinator again. And it just stunts the development of the quarterbacks. You're seeing it right now happen to Josh Allen. No Brian Daboll, no Super Bowl. And so whoever's the coordinator now, stick around. Stick around. And we got another comment. Noah Chapman. Hey, appreciate you for tuning in too, man. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So these conference championships are probably nuts.
Yeah, man. But Bengals took care of business, man. In a surprising divisional round, we had 2 blowouts. Didn't expect it. But yeah, the Bengals came for blood. And they owed them. They owed them. They owed them. They said,
because why did they get home field after that game?
Yep. So they were like, all right, hey, we're gonna sympathize with you guys and all of that, but come Sunday, we're gonna stomp y'all out.
How about the Bengals O line? 3 new starters.
No problem.
No issue.
3 new starters, Burrow. No problem.
Joe Burrow last year was the most sacked quarterback in the league, especially in the playoffs. This year, this game, he took 1 sack.
And that's why it's so important to have weapons around your quarterback. Even if the O-line is bad, you still have guys that can get open fast enough for him to still be able to make completions and convert third downs. As opposed to having a crap O-line and your receivers can't get open, it's gonna be the magical misery tour for you. Nothing but the pain train. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of quarterbacks.
How about Joe Burrow? Better start getting those refunds ready.
You better know it. He be talking that talk, man. I like Joe Burrow. He come in and talk spicy. You know what I'm saying?
And backs it up.
And goes out there and balls the fuck out, bro.
I've never seen anyone that, like, because it's not like he does anything, like, it's not like he's Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or anything like that where he just does something that makes you go, oh my God, how did he do that?
He's in the pocket. He's throwing darts.
He does
he
something
moves just enough.
But he does it so perfectly. He makes 100%. Every read so for a third-year player, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
I can't imagine how that dude is going to be at like 28, 29, 30. All they have to do is just keep some weapons around him. It doesn't matter who. You can interchange him. He's a generational talent at the quarterback position, man. Like he comes out and he's not an overwhelming athlete. There's guys in the league with even better arm strength. But man, he's accurate, he's confident, he's smart.
He's got small hands.
There's a word that you can't teach. It's called moxie. He might have the most moxie in the entire NFL at the position, bro. Hands down. I'm going with Joe Cool. So, shout out to the Bengals, man. And we're going to move on to the elephant in the room. Ooh, hey, let's get it going. No, not that one. There we go.
Turn my head around for this one.
Oh, yeah. Look at him repping.
Yeah.
Look at him repping.
For this one.
Look at him repping. But y'all know what time it is, man. We about to get down on them Cowboys. Dallas, what happened, man? You had one job. Yeah, hey. Game was in y'all house. Y'all have the explosive offense. Michael Parsons is Lawrence Taylor 2.0. What happened? I'll tell you what happened.
Where was Micah?
I'll tell you what happened. The Cowboys gone cowboy, man. Every time.
Cowboys gone Cowboys.
So we got a thing on the show, Gav. And I know you heard but it's we call them PBWs, and the Cowboys are the leading franchise in the stat of PBWs. And I know you're like, what the hell is a PBW?
Like, what is PBW?
Professional bedwetter.
Bedwetter.
Pissy Mattress King, the Dallas Cowboys.
That's why Dak Prescott's got that sleep number. I see.
That sleep number, that sleep number endorsement, because he got all the pissy mattresses at his house, and it's his fault.
Hooked all of his teammates up. I see.
Dude, you going Dak Prescott's house, and it just smells like ammonia, bro. Just old pissy mattress everywhere, and he can't help it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yesterday he didn't just wet the bed, bro. He shit the bed. Let's be real.
Yeah,
they
man.
shit the bed yesterday.
He sharted. Hey, he had a geyser moment, man. He sharted and the piss shot up in the air. It just landed all over the mattress, bro. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. If you jump up and down on the Cowboys mattress, it piss will shoot out the sides. Like just like a piss fucking
sponge,
bro. It's just it's so unfortunate because the team,
it's like America's team.
It's supposed to be America's team.
It's America's
there
team.
Are no resources, you know what I'm saying, spared for them to compete every year, and they just can't get it done, man. Like, it's like they're cursed. But
28 years now without making it to a conference championship, let alone a Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. But fuck all that. We got to talk about the only undefeated quarterback still standing.
Brock King Purdy. Big cock Brock. Brock Purdy had the worst game of his career yesterday. I'm not going to lie.
Didn't matter.
Worst game of his career. Did not matter because he didn't turn the ball over.
Bingo. And that's you're not always going to go out and throw for 3 bills. You're not going to light it up. But can you minimize the mistakes?
Especially in a Shanahan offense. No quarterback needs to go for 303 tubs.
No, because they're such a balanced team. And then the defense is going to come out there and do what they do.
Get a stop, get a turnover.
Just don't fuck it up. But he's not only not fucking it up, he's making plays. Like there were a couple of throws he had where him and George Kittle were connecting in key situations to keep those drives going when it mattered the most.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, wow, the 49ers going to have a tough situation on their hands, man, where you got Trey Lance and Jimmy G. I think you have to see what you got with Brock Purdy, bro.
At this point, 2 playoff wins. He has what? I think he needs 1 more, and he has the same amount as Jimmy Garoppolo had in his career in the Niner Red. So
already, and
Jimmy G's out the window. Anyone that wants him, have him. Jets, Tampa Bay, because I know Tom's whoever wants him can have him. He gone. You got to go with Brock at this point, and it's really hard when you gave up 2 first-round picks to go take him number 5.
Hey, it's a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have.
Look at organizations like Chicago, bro, who just now finally might have some hope. And you got 3 guys in the building in San Fran.
I blame Jimmy for us not having a Super Bowl 5 years ago now.
Yeah.
I blame that one on Jimmy.
I ain't gonna lie, his bladder was pretty full that night.
Yeah, he's got to be up there in the PBW ranks, man. He's got to have a career.
He's nowhere near Dak, bro.
He's not near Dak. He's not near Dak of the Cowboys. But
Dak is the fucking Allah of. He's the Jehovah, the Buddha of bedwetting, bro. He's the God. Nobody is touching Dak, bro. Like, and every time like they wet the bed, bro, like the only thing that pops up in my mind is him doing that stupid exercise when he's flipping his hips and Like, what are you doing? He's doing all that. Everybody's like, he's working on the store mechanics. No, he's not. He's working on flipping over that pissy mattress again. That's what he's doing. Working on flipping over that pissy mattress from wetting the bed all those times, bro. That's what he's doing. All that right there, that's him tossing the mattress, bro. I promise you. But man, did they need Tony Pollard in that game, bro? Like,
yeah, that was a big injury, and like you said earlier, I hate to see games decided based on an injury. That's tough. Like I hate seeing that because I want to see it be like we obviously have the better team, and an injury like that stunts that, gives excuses. But
man, it lets you know that Zeke Elliott is donezo,
not
bro.
he's cooked. He's gonna be a third. He's gonna be a goal line back somewhere next year.
Man, bro, man, he fell off so fast, man. For him to
got his contract as soon as he got his contract.
Like,
done.
He hasn't had a catastrophic injury or anything like that. He's just bad, bro. Like, what happened, bro? Like, and it's Dallas. You got the O line.
Mm-hmm.
You got
best O line in the league.
You got weapons on the outside. Let's not paint this goofy. Mike McCarthy can coach, bro.
Mm-hmm. So, no, absolutely. I just don't think he's that guy because as a coach, you got to have a little bit of. This is the problem with the Cowboys is that they all feel like they're entitled to something that they've never earned. Just because they're the Cowboys, they have the star on their helmet.
Just because they're the Cowboys, because they got that star on the helmet.
And so Mike McCarthy does. It's not like Jimmy Johnson instilled a fear that if you play like shit this Sunday, you're not starting or you're off the roster. He instilled that type of fear.
He would cut your ass, especially if you weren't like a star player.
Mm-hmm. Man. Unless you were Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman, which Troy Aikman is actually the most overrated Super Bowl winning quarterback ever. I'm going to be honest.
But that's a good hot take right there. I like
Troy
that.
Aikman.
We gonna edit that one up.
Troy Aikman ain't what if you go look at the numbers, there were about 10 quarterbacks putting up better numbers than him. He had 11 touchdowns one season and made a Pro Bowl.
We're giving the Cowboys that work, man.
They deserve it, man. Like you said, they wet the bed again.
They wet the bed again
and again.
And you know,
like I said, though, Mike McCarthy.
We're no haters. We're no haters over here, man. But I wanted to run this right by you real quick, Gavin. I didn't mean to cut you off, but listen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you good?
The skit that happened on First Take this morning with Stephen A. and Mike Irvin and Stephen A. had on the Pinky from Friday wig. I was on
glasses.
I was on the floor, dude. Like, that's the type of a laughing stock that the Cowboys have become. And it's crazy because they put together a good roster every freaking year, it seems.
Yeah, but this year was the one year it got worse. That's the difference. Is we saw a regression. They let Amari Cooper walk. As soon as I saw that, I was like, they got worse. You can't replace that. T.Y. Hilton can't replace that.
And they're betting on an often injury-prone Gallup, too. Like, dude stays hurt.
Back.
He stays hurt, man. So, it's unfortunate, man. But
and Dak needs that tight end that's a real backbone. And I don't know if Dalton Schultz is that backbone.
I don't know if I think Dalton Schultz is solid, man. I think
he's a good blocking tight end.
But bro,
he's good in the pass blocking.
How the hell are you gonna focus on catching passes when all you smell is ammonia? He's lightheaded out there, bro. He's been smelling pissy mattresses the whole season. How you gonna catch the ball? Hold on. Right. We got Rip in the chat.
$95 team. Oh, when they stole Dion?
Yeah, they had to go get Prime.
They had to go get Prime time to go get back over the hump after they beat the Bills twice.
Yeah, they had to go get Prime. Yeah, because that's what Rip. Shout out to Rip, man. Shout out to Cuz he was Dallas Cowboys crazy in the 90s. Big facts. And he on
well, yeah, I mean, Emmitt Smith was a dog.
Tapping in from Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Nah, it's Facebook. Okay.
He said he's on Twitch going ham.
Hey, Emmitt Smith might be the most overrated running back of all time, dog.
No, because he had the most amazing offensive line.
Dude, I was watching something on YouTube.
The greatest inside guard.
Dog, he was the most out of shape dude that was strong as hell I've ever seen, bro. Like, Larry Allen looked like he was not in good shape, bro. That dude was so strong. Oh, we got a hot take.
Oh, we got Silas.
That's Silas is in the building. What's good, bro? Eagles win the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl? Wow, that's just disrespectful. I feel like you're coming at me personally with that hot take.
All right, check this out, Silas. This is what you're going to do. If the Eagles do not win the Super Bowl, let's make a bet. If the Eagles do not win the Super Bowl, you have to hop on my PS5 account and go get kills from me and COD, and I get to act like I did it. Deal.
I like that.
Yeah, man. I need you to help me get my KD up, man. My KD is ass right now.
Yeah, you said bet. He's down.
All right. So Eagles, you hop on and make me hot. Hey, make me hot, Silas. I promise you, I'm gonna go pro and you're gonna have to play. Shout out to the homie Major 7, friend of the program. Major 7, hey, shout out to our sponsor, Adam Hydration, man. Major 7th, man. That's Cosmos. You know the homie Cosmos, man. This is his company, and he's the sponsor of the show, man. Shout out to my bro Cosmos and Adam Hydration, best alkaline water in the universe. In the universe. I put it up against Essentia. It's better than that. No cap. So smooth. So shout out to our sponsors, man. Got Poppy Hamon in the building. What's up, fam? Sorry, hey, he's a Giants fan. We sorry about that. We wore your boys out earlier. We wore them out earlier. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, them boys wet the bed pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They wet the bed pretty good, man. Yes, sir, Major. We'll definitely text you the link, man, so you can get a case. Bro came over this weekend, dropped 6 cases on me, man. So hell, I got enough water. I could ship you some. So shout out to our sponsors though, man. But the moment y'all been waiting for tonight, it's conference championship preview time, man. You know what I mean? And I was 4 for 4 on my picks over the weekend. Gav can vouch for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was 4 for 4. Everybody was picking the Bills. Everybody was picking the Giants. I said, no, sir. Y'all going to disrespect the Eagles? Y'all going to disrespect the Bengals? Okay. Nope, 4 for 4. And I knew the Cowboys was going to whiz all over the mattress. So thank the Cowboys for, keeping their word. America's team, my ass. America's man, what sleep number setting is Dak using the night before big games? He need to get rid of that one. Whatever number that is, the night before playoff games, bro. He need to get rid of that sleep. Hey, that sleep number.
He probably puts it on 4 to match his number, thinking like, oh, it's good luck, even though it's uncomfy as hell.
Yeah, no, fuck that, bro. He's the only person with a sleep mattress that got a letter for instead of numbers. He got an L on his. He tuned that boy to the L every time. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, yeah, let me put this motherfucker on L. I'm going to show up here and throw it right. Dog, and I know we're supposed to be covering this conference. He threw an out route to CeeDee Lamb that was so bad. I was like, did he even look over there? Like, it's like he's doing it on purpose.
Can we just say that was Jimmy Ward's probably his best career game as a 49er?
Oh, I love the way he closed out that game. They tried to do that stupid Hail Mary and lateral crap.
you could tell what they were trying to do. They were going to pitch it back to Zeke, and he was going to end around back left.
And Jimmy
But
Ward
Zeke got
came up
smoked.
and smoked them. That's how you close it. That's how you send them bedwetters to put them on punishment. You don't punish me for wetting the bed. Grown ass men wetting the bed like that, man. Shout out to the Niners for putting them out of their misery, man. Anytime the Cowboys lose, it's a good day. And I ain't really even no Cowboys hater like that, but I just get tired of them getting so much national media coverage for so little return to the fans. Why do all their fans wear jean shirts, those jean shorts with the backwards hat and the extra long 2003 throwback size
jerseys?
They all look the same, bro.
With the wraparound sunglasses. Yep.
And like, what's their deal with punching the lights out of the TVs after they wet the bed every freaking playoffs?
It just gives them a new reason to buy a new one.
Because it's going to be there in a year.
Go and get the next one.
We're going to watch all the Cowboys games on our new TV. It's going to be our year.
And that's my problem with Cowboy fans is I'm convinced at least 50% of them don't watch all the games. At least. Like, or even 70% of the games. Like, they just, Big Zeke, how about Dak? How about them Cowboys? And then it's this. I love it.
The real Cowboys fans are the ones that's like, man, we got to get Dak out of here.
Everyone's saying we need to get Jerry Jones out of here.
He's a big part of the problem.
Can't fire the owner, man.
He's like having all of the McCaskies rolled into one person, except he's not cheap. He's like extra overt. And in the way, at least the McCaskies ain't in the way, and they suck.
Right.
He's like front
Jerry
and
Jones
center.
Takes media away from the players and the team to himself. Does his little radio show every week. Goes on after the game talking about how sick he is about how that went out just because he doesn't feel like he can trust Dak now. I'm like, well, you shouldn't have paid him.
Hey, look, Jerry Jones, fuck you. First off, as a staff record label with the motherfucking crew, all right, Jerry Jones. Secondly, you take your old ass out there and suit up, boy, and get your fucking body broken in half. He's the first one dissing the players that he's overpaying.
Mm-hmm.
Throw yourself under the bus. Get your old ass out there and get destroyed. I'd love to see it because you hype these guys up all off season, overpaying them, and then throw them under the bus when they wet the bed. Unreal. Be looking for that dude to be very active on trying to find a quarterback this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be shocked if they try to come for Trey Lance, offer some picks. It's something.
There ain't gonna be a deal with them in the Niners. There ain't no way. I do not see it.
Hey man, Jerry Jones is a desperate dude, man. He is a desperate dude.
Yeah. He's a desperate dude. Honestly, see be willing to do it. I could. You know who I could see doing it? What about Aaron Rodgers to the Cowboys? He's killed them every game of his career he's ever played against them. He's murdered them just because they missed his pick twice.
Hey, chat. I don't want to. Hey, chat. Is that to put the genie in the bottle? Go put the genie in the bottle. Aaron Rodgers to the Cowboys. You think they get over the hump, or do you think they just wet the bed with a Hall of Fame quarterback?
You get Mike McCarthy re-linked up with Aaron Rodgers.
That one didn't will.
No,
he ended up hating.
Probably end up firing. Yeah,
he ended up hating that dude, man. So, yo, that's crazy, man. So let's shift gears. Let's shift gears real quick.
All right. So
Conference championship time. Let's start with the NFC.
NFC? All right.
No, what? You got your Niners hat on. Let's start with the AFC. We're gonna close. We're gonna close out with a bang, man, because you repping out here tonight.
All right.
It must feel good to have a team in the playoffs. I don't know what that feel like. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what that feel like. You know what I'm saying? Under the Mike Epps Act. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
I it feels
49ers.
more like a redemption tour after like last year barely losing just because Jaquiski couldn't pick that ball off. Like
I feel like Niners Eagles should be that should be
it's
good. That
it's gonna
should
be
be
such a game.
good, man.
It's gonna be such a game. And I got an insides and I got a little side story on that too. But let's go back to Bengals Chiefs.
All right, so
Like I was saying,
we gonna start in the AFC. Bengals
like I was
Chiefs.
saying earlier, the money line and the favorites completely moved. It started off as uh, Chiefs going to be 2.5 point favorites at home. To overnight, it moved to 1.5 point favorite Bengals at Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
Main reason has got to be Patrick Mahomes' injury.
I think so. But it's an ankle, it's not a knee. Like we said, we said when we kicked off the show. And I don't know, man. I think this is the I think we about to say the same thing. So I'm gonna let you say it.
It's going to immobilize him. It's going to keep him stuck in the pocket. I think this is the year that we see Joe Burrow go back to the Super Bowl.
I think we're on the same page, bro. I think Joe Burrow is ready to assert himself. Hey, everybody's writing me off as the top quarterback in the AFC. Everybody, they love the Justin Herberts. They love the Mahomes. They love the Josh Allens. Joe Cool, I feel like I'm the best in the conference. I feel like I'm the best in the league. And I'm going to show y'all this Sunday. Let's make our picks, bro. AFC, I got Bengals,
AFC,
bro.
Yeah, I got Bengals too. I got Bengals.
I think the Bengals go into Arrowhead and get it done.
I got Bengals 31-27.
Ooh, I like that. I don't think it's going to be as high scoring.
I think it's going to turn into a shootout.
I got Bengals 24-21.
Okay. You got a 3-point game. I got a 4-point game.
24-21. I like Cincinnati. And in the chat, let us know who you like. Chiefs or Bengals. Put it in the chat. Who's your pick? Let us know. Keys to that game. I feel like the Bengals will be able to establish the play action in their defense.
In the run game.
And yeah, 100%. And their defense is really stepping up in these playoffs. They didn't really have this luxury last year. But this year, the defense is playing much better. And the Bengals are about due for an explosive game. So it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's a lot of factors I need to check. I need to check the weather. And Silas got the Chiefs.
Silas got Chiefs.
He's going Chiefs. Silas is going Chiefs.
All right. I mean, the home team and the number 1 seed. It's kind of hard to bet against them with Patrick Mahomes.
Rip say the bungholes. 27-21. Okay.
Oh, he's got him in a 6-point game.
Okay, 27-21. The bungholes, aka the Bengals. That's a funny way to spell it. All right, so we got it split 50-50 in the chat. I like the Bengals, man. I just feel like Joe Burrow, he's feel like he's the top dog at the QB position in the league. And I think he goes out and show it. On Sunday, man. So championship Sunday coming. And we on the same page, man. We got the Bengals.
Yeah, heck yeah. I got big one is going to be the Chiefs' run defense. Can they stop them?
Yeah, P. Ryan and Mixon been balling, man.
And Bengals haven't lost to the Chiefs like yet, since they've had Joe Burrow. They haven't. They're 3-0 against them in the last year.
I love that stat, Gavin. See, that's why I got you on the show, man. You on your shit. Joe Cool 3-0 against the Chiefs.
3-0
He ain't
against Patrick
scared of
Mahomes.
y'all. He not scared of you, Andy Reid. He not scared of you, Mahomes. Tyreek Hill ain't here to save y'all.
And I don't know if on the defensive side they can match up with Chase, Higgins, Boyd, Mixon. Like, that's a lot of weapons to account for.
That's a lot of weapons. That's a lot of weapons, man. Take notes. If your team is struggling, just listen to the weapons that we're talking about in these games, man. These teams are loaded on offense.
Loaded.
Whether they acquired the talent via trade, developed it in the draft.
And I'm tired of this narrative that the Chiefs don't have enough weapons. I'm like, Juju Smith-Schuster, he's a Pro Bowler. Not this year, but he's a Pro Bowler. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, he is 6'4" and ran a 4.340 in the combine.
Kadarius
Toney. We're talking Travis Kelce might be the greatest tight end to ever do it. That's a whole nother
Kelce
debate.
Might be the best to ever lace him up, man.
We were talking about this the other day.
He is like tough.
Like, I'm sorry. And then you got Jerick McKinnon and Clyde Edwards-Helaire running. Like, I'm tired of this narrative that the Chiefs aren't loaded. that Patrick Mahomes doesn't have enough to work with just because he lost Tyreek.
Yeah, man. No, they got plenty.
BS.
They got plenty of weapons over there. And the synergy between the head coach and the quarterback, who also is the play caller. Hey, you see the results that it can produce, man. But I still don't think it's enough to overcome the M word, the moxie of Joe Cool. I'm rocking with that, man. Yes, sir. 3-0 against the Chiefs. That got to count for something. And Vegas see it too. So, yes, sir. Shout out to everybody for their picks in the chat. Let's pivot to the preview, man.
All right.
I'm going to give you the floor.
I think that a lot of people are expecting Chiefs-Bengals to be the game of the week. I got Niners-Eagles being an absolute throwdown. I think that the defenses are going to come to play. I think both quarterbacks are going to have turnovers. It's a battle of defenses. This is like 1 and 3 as far as defensive numbers. Like, this is going to be crazy. Young quarterbacks. They have like the same amount of playoff wins. No major injuries on either side besides Lane Johnson on the front line, which is big for that, because they're going to shift Nick Bosa over there on third down.
Yeah, man, it's tough not having your All Pro, and on third downs, Nick Bosa is coming. Pause.
Automatically.
You would automatically come on third downs. Automatically. He would reach the quarterback.
And plus Ibukam and Kinlaw and Armstead. That's a gnarly front four to go against. I don't care what your O-line looks like. Ask the Cowboys.
100%. Your secondary is extremely underrated, in my opinion.
Oh, for real. There's a lot of injuries and players stepping up, like Diamador Lenore and what's my other? Ambry Thomas weren't supposed to be seeing action like they are this season. 100%. And Diamador Lenore the last 2 games has been playing hero ball. He's getting picks like crazy. That's my Oregon boy, by the way.
Yes,
shout
sir.
out to UL.
There you go.
But no, Diamador Lenore's been killing it. Hufunga, second year, just got first team All-Pro.
That boy's a beast.
I mean, that's what happens when you're trained by Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, plays with his hair on fire just like him.
Oh man, he has pressures that I'm just like, what in the world? He times them so perfectly off the line. It's nuts.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. So keys to the game, man.
Pass rush and defense is what I got. Pass rush and run defense.
There you go.
Major for both teams.
So what do you think? How do you think Brock Purdy responds in his first ever conference
conference
championship.
championship. Well, this was the side story I was going to talk about. If you didn't know, Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts actually played each other before in college.
Sure did.
It was a fireworks show. They went for 11 touchdowns combined, both running for 2. Purdy ended up having 3. Hurts had 4 in the air. No, my bad. Purdy had 4. Hurts had 3 in the air. Then someone else ran it on the ground. They took a 21-point lead at one point against them, and Purdy came back to the final play, scoring the touchdown, and they decided to go for 2 and threw the pick on the final play.
Yeah, buddy.
I think it's gonna be. I think Purdy's made for it. I think him already playing against Hurts, knowing that, now playing against a revered defense, again, finally playing against a solid defense like the Cowboys. I think Purdy goes well. I think he goes for 200 plus yards.
Do you think the home field advantage for the Eagles is a factor?
It's gonna be. The link gets loud, man. Link gets loud.
Buddy. I can't wait to see it, man. I think Brock is up to the task, man.
I'm more excited to see what Kyle Shanahan does, because if you look at the offense this week, it was super vanilla, very plain, not even as much motion as you normally see.
That's true.
I think he saved it. I think he saved a lot of it for this week. I think he's going to have a lot of stuff that the Eagles aren't ready for. I think Kyle Shanahan's playing chess while a lot of people are playing checkers.
Hey, man, that's a big prediction, man. So, score-wise, what do you got?
I think it's going to start
be a dogfight.
I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think the first half is going to look a lot like this divisional game we just saw with the Niners Cowboys. I think it's going to be a defensive dogfight in the first half. I think the defense is going to get tired in the second half, though. It's a lot of weapons to account for on both sides. Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown, Goddard, the whole running back stable there, Miles Sanders, and then Jalen Hurts on the QB spy himself, because he is the most mobile quarterback left in the playoffs.
That's true.
It's going to be a lot to account for, and I think some of these players are going to go out and get theirs as far as stats. I don't know.
I would love to see a fireworks show between these two. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Two quarterbacks, right? Like,
that would be so much fun.
No,
but the defenses are gonna try to dictate.
20. I'm going 20. This is my bias showing. I'm going 27-24 Niners.
24 Niners.
I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going 27-24 Niners. Robbie Gould will continue his undefeated playoff kicking streak.
Okay. Let me give a. You know what, man? I am rooting for Jalen Hurts on this one, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going Niners. I'm going Niners. And I like 27. I like 20-17 Niners, man.
2017. You got a little more defense going on.
Yeah, man. Slugfest. I hope it's a fireworks show, but I feel a slugfest coming.
I could just see A.J. Brown getting open on a deep side leak and being gone, and then I could see Kittle or Debo just absolutely doing their thing. I could see it. I could see it popping off fast.
I can't wait for Sunday, man.
Oh yeah, I want to do a little quick quarterback comparison.
Let's do it.
So obviously Brock Purdy didn't play all that many games in the regular season. He only got 6 starts.
Right
and
on.
One of them was a half game, but he went 13-4 in those games played. Joe Burrow in his full season played went 35-12. If you equate those out, Brock Purdy actually went 36-12 in the same amount of games played.
Ooh, those are some insane projections.
Joe Burrow finished the season with 58 QBR. Brock Purdy finished with a 65.5.
That's pretty good.
Brock Purdy averaged 7.1 yards per attempt compared to Burrow's 7.4. And the only thing Burrow beat him in was completion percentage by 1 percentage point, 68 to 67. And then QB rate, and then not QB rating, passer rating. Brock Purdy had a passer rating on the season of 107. Burrow, 100.8.
That's tough, bro. That is tough. So Purdy is an elite company, man.
Purdy's putting up Burrow-esque numbers, and I don't want to say that he's the same player as Burrow because that's just sacrilege.
It's crazy.
But we don't know.
We really don't know what Brock Purdy is gonna, ultimately become. He might be. He might be a. Hold on, I always get my hip hop references. Might be a one hot album every 10-year average, or he mess around and y'all got a Brady-esque diamond in the rough.
Joe Montana-esque. Yeah, no, man. There's potential. I like it. He's one of those guys that the reason why I drew that comparison is because he reminds me a lot of Burrow in his moxie.
Yeah, man. That kid does not get rattled. He does not get rattled, man. Oh man, so hell of a show tonight, man. Appreciate you for coming on with us tonight, man.
Thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh man, always a blast, man. So y'all look forward to seeing Gavin a lot more on the channel, man. Very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what they say, man. Out of the mouths of babies, man, comes some of the best knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But shout out to our sponsors, man. Adam Hydration. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if y'all could see. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. So you guys could go ahead and order and follow the Instagrams and all the rest of the socials at Adam Alkaline everywhere on social media. Get up with them. Definitely order you some, man. I'm telling you, it's the best. But
bottom left screen.
But like I said, man, it was great having you, man. Look forward to seeing Gavin. I will be back tomorrow. And once you cover the football stuff, man, it's kind of kind of gets slow a little bit through the week, but I'll be back tomorrow, man. We're gonna talk some hoops. Gotta had a couple of big trades, trade rumors and actual trades go down. So we're gonna talk about some hoops tomorrow.
Hachimura to the Lakers.
Woo! Yeah, for what? Kendrick Nunn and a handful of second round picks. So let's see what that does for the Lakers, man. I feel like they was underutilizing them in Washington, man. So out there in DC. So hey, let's see what happens, man. But on behalf of the channel, man, Sibling Rivalry Sports, we're gonna forbid you adieu. Gav, appreciate for man, repping the night, man. Great stuff, man. Sure. And hey, you know what? We're gonna have Gavin back next Monday, and we're gonna give you guys a Super Bowl preview, man. Let's get it.
Heck yeah.
All right, man. So with that being said, we're gonna get on up out of here. Mess with the brothers and not the others. Sibling Rivalry Sports. Oh, and if you're feeling frisky, it ain't too risky. Bless the Cash App for me. Major Bison Brown, but throw it in the chat. And that's where it's going to be at. So we'll see y'all next time. Peace.